Good morning, students. Today we will start chapter 5 quadrilaterals. Student, we have studied about properties of different quadrilaterals, one of which was parallelogram. A quadrilateral having both pairs of opposite sides parallel is called a parallelogram. Okay, like we have a quadrilateral here ABCD. So if it is a parallelogram, means opposite sides are parallel. AD and BC are parallel. AB and DC are also parallel. Okay. So if any one pair of opposite sides are parallel, that means side AB or DC, they will be like a transversal. They are intersecting at A and B. Okay. That means interior angles are supplementary between parallel lines. So you can see here, in any parallelogram, adjacent angles are supplementary. Okay, so that means A plus B is 180 or B plus C is also 180. Any adjacent angle, if you will take AB, BC or CD, adjacent angles are supplementary because parallel lines and a transversal, between them interior angles are always supplementary. We have proved this theorem before also, right? So we get one property, that adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Is it clear? Last year we studied two more properties. Opposite sides are parallel, opposite sides are congruent, and opposite angles are also congruent. So we have taken it as one property, that opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. So this year we are going to prove this property, right? Second is diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Okay, this was a property that we studied. That means if I have a diagonal AC, I'll join AC, then I have another diagonal BD, so I'll join this one. So diagonals bisect each other. What is the meaning of this? Meaning is that each diagonal is divided into two equal parts. So if they are intersecting at O, that means AO is equal to OC and BO is equal to OD. This is called as bisecting. Bisect means two equal parts. Is it clear? So we are going to prove these two properties. Okay, this one is already proved. Between parallel lines, interior angles are supplementary. So if we are saying that opposite sides are parallel, means adjacent angles are supplementary. So we will not prove this third property, but these two properties we are going to prove as theorem 1 and theorem 2. Okay. So students, now we are going to prove theorem 1. Theorem 1 is opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, so to prove the theorem, we have to first write given to prove, and if we are making a change, we are introducing something, that will be written as construction. So according to statement, what is the first thing we have is a parallelogram. So I'll write quadrilateral ABCD. Name you can give anything. So we have taken here ABCD. So quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. Okay, now what they are saying, opposite angles are congruent. So this is what is to be proved, opposite angles and opposite sides. What is opposite side here? AD and BC. So I can write AD is congruent to BC, DC and AB. So DC is congruent to AB. Okay, opposite angles like ADC. So what is opposite to this? ABC. See here, ADC. ABC can be written as CB also. Similarly, the other one, DAB and BCD. So these are the two things that we are going to prove. Okay. Now next is construction. What we are going to introduce in this one. Okay. So we are going to introduce here a diagonal. Okay. You know that a diagonal divides the parallelogram into two triangles. Okay. So I will just join any one of the diagonal. Okay, I am joining here AC. You can join BD also. Any one you can draw. So it will be divided into two triangles. So according to the proof, we have to prove here AD is congruent to BC. So students, we have already studied congruence of triangle. If two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides and corresponding angles are also congruent. So now our aim is to prove these two triangles congruent. Okay, let's see how we can prove. Okay, first of all we will write down the construction. Draw diagonal AC. Okay, so this is our construction, right? Now proof means you are giving any statement along with a reason. Is it clear? To get what is the requirement. So our requirement is opposite sides and opposite angles of this quadrilateral are congruent. Okay, let's see what we have. We will start always from what we have. So we have here segment DC is parallel to segment AB. Okay, and diagonal AC is a transversal, isn't it? So DC and AB, they are parallel. This is what is given to us already. Okay, and diagonal AC is a transversal. So if it is a transversal, what are the properties that it will give us? It will give us the alternate angles. So alternate angles between two parallel lines are congruent. This is what we have already proved, isn't it? So this one angle is also, so two pair of angles we have got congruent. So let's write down here. Therefore angle DCA is congruent to angle BAC. This is statement number 1. Okay, angle DAC is congruent to angle BCA. Let's write this as statement number 2. So what is the reason for this? You have to write the reason here. They are alternate angles. Is it clear? So between parallel lines and a transversal, alternate angles are congruent. This is what we know already. So this is the reason we have mentioned here. So as we told that we will prove the corresponding triangles congruent. So let's write down. Now in triangle ADC and triangle CBA, let's see what are the components we have congruent between these two triangles. So first of all you have angle DCA congruent to angle BAC from 1. We have already written the statement 1, so you can directly write from 1. Okay, there is no need to mention again alternate angles. We have already given the reason. Okay, then also you have proved angle DAC is congruent to angle BCA. This is from statement 2. So from two statements you have got two corresponding angles congruent. Okay, now another thing that you have is the common side. You can see that AC is a side which is common to both the triangles, isn't it? You can see that from the name of the triangle also, ADC, so you have AC, CBA, in that also you have AC. So AC is a common side. Let's write down that. Segment AC is congruent to segment AC. Okay, AC is common to both. So reason will be given as common side. Okay. So now you have two angles and a side, and you can see here. So you can see here side AC is included between the two angles. So if two angles and a side included between them are congruent, then both the triangles are congruent. By which reason? ASA test. So you can write here, therefore triangle ADC is congruent to triangle CBA. Okay, and write down the reason. What is the reason? ASA test. Okay, we have already studied about the test of congruency of a triangle, right? So we have reached one step, that we have proved corresponding triangles are congruent. Let's move ahead. So students, if triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides and corresponding angles will also be congruent. So you can write side AB is congruent to side CB. The reason for this is CSCT. Okay, corresponding sides of congruent triangle. And also side DC is congruent to side AB. Same reason here, CSCT. Now you have angles also. Angle ADC is congruent to angle CBA. So reason you will write here, CACT. So now you have got corresponding sides and corresponding angles congruent. So similarly, what we have here is, because we took diagonal AC, so I can prove DC is congruent to AB, AD is congruent to BC, no doubt. But angle I have got ADC and ABC. So if you have to prove DAB and DCB, you can draw triangle DB. Okay, so if I draw this diagonal DB, I will get DAB congruent to DCB. So there is no need to do that. We can directly write similarly. We can prove angle DAB is congruent to angle BCD. Okay, so that means corresponding sides and corresponding angles are congruent. So this concludes our statement that opposite sides and opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Is it clear? So we have completed this theorem. Students, you have to note down this theorem. Okay, this theorem is also given in textbook. Okay, you can refer to the textbook also and note down this theorem and practice it well. This is given on page number 60 of textbook. Okay, now we are going to prove theorem number 2, that is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So statement of the theorem is diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So you can write the given data. You can name a quadrilateral as PQRS or whatever you want, ABCD. In that we have diagonals intersecting at O. So you will write diagonals PR and QS intersect at point O. Okay, so according to given data, we have a parallelogram and diagonal intersecting at O. What is to be proved? Bisecting. They are bisecting each other means their counterparts are equal. So PO and OR, they are congruent. QO and OS, they are congruent. So this is what is to be proved. We don't require any extra construction here, so we can directly come to proof. Okay, again, if you want to prove a side congruent, again you can use congruency of triangle. If I can prove the corresponding triangle congruent, is it clear? So that means their corresponding sides are also congruent. Let's see what are the two triangles we can take. We have triangle POS and triangle ROQ. To prove these two triangles congruent, what we have? Let's see. We have angle OPS congruent to angle ORQ. Is it clear? OPS, ORQ. Why? They are alternate angles. So let's write down the reason. Alternate angles. Is it clear? Then you have side PS is congruent to side RQ. Reason? Opposite sides of parallelogram. So we have already proved this in the previous theorem, so now we can give this as reason that opposite sides of parallelogram are congruent. Is it clear? And you have also angle PSO congruent to angle RQO. Again same reason. Okay, you can see here this is alternate angle. Okay, and this is parallel line, so you can write here again alternate angles. Is it clear? So you have two angles and one included side. Okay, so if two angles and included sides are congruent, again like previous theorem, you can write therefore triangle POS is congruent to triangle ROQ. So two angles and included side means ASA, angle side angle test. So now you have triangles congruent. So if triangles are congruent, their corresponding sides are also congruent. So we can write segment PO is congruent to segment RO. Also segment SO is congruent to segment QO. What is the reason for this? CSCT, corresponding sides of congruent triangle. So you will write reason as CSCT, and this is what you required. So students, in these two theorems we studied that opposite sides are congruent, opposite angles are congruent, and diagonals bisect each other. Is it clear? So we have proved three things using two theorem, and there is one property because opposite sides are parallel. So you have to note down these two things, four things. First one, adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary. Okay. Then second one, opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Okay, and third one, opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Right? And fourth one, that is what we proved just now, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. So these four properties you have to write and you have to learn along with the theorems that we have proved. Is it clear? So we have proved theorem 2, diagonals of parallelogram bisect each other. Okay. Then we have proved theorem 1, opposite sides and opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. These two theorems are already there in textbook. You can refer to that also. And you have to write the definition of parallelogram. Okay. So whatever we have done today as theorem and property, please write down and practice it well, because theorems they are the important part of the geometry, right? So you have to learn it. Along with that, you have to write and learn four properties. So we are going to use these four properties in the next video when we will solve practice set 5.1. Okay, so I'll repeat this for you. Adjacent angles of a parallelogram are supplementary, opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent, opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent, and diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. That means they divide into two equal parts. Okay, thank you, students.